everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am calling this video me being responsible and filming a haul before it's too overwhelming, because I tend to just let things accumulate and I'll be like, I'll film a haul when I have enough stuff, and then out of nowhere I have too much stuff to haul in like a reasonably lengthed video. So this is me being responsible and learning my lesson. So I have a package from Hello Lovely. I'm wearing a Hello Lovely shirt. And I've got some books that were both sent to me and that I bought myself. So let's get to it. Actually, first I have a package that came to my P.O. box that is suspiciously thin that I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna open this first. It's got a nice tear tab. I appreciate when packages have actual tear tabs and I don't butcher them. What is this? This is a suspiciously little book. What is it? You guys are seeing it first. What's on True Crime Tonight? A mystery story by Catherine H. Ambrose. It's not even a novella. It's a novelette. Novelette. That's the cutest term ever. This is adorable. Also, this is very fitting for the books that I'm gonna haul in this video. What is this? Is there a note in here? There is. I hope you enjoy my little mystery from the author, Catherine H. Ambrose. This is so cute. It follows Ariadne, a forensic analyst. I'm already sold. Is in quarantine at home along with her boyfriend. As they adjust to this new order of reality, very fitting for our times, a case of 2 unsolved murders comes back to the spotlight after 18 years. Intrigued by the story, they decide to initiate their own research. Oh my god, this is so fitting for another book that I'm gonna haul in this video. This actually sounds really good. So thank you. Thank you so much for sending this to me, and this is so tiny and cute. I can read this in one sitting. I'm very excited about this actually, because I'm switching into true crime mode. It's that time of year. I mean, let's be real, that's like all year long, but like extra spooky season time, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna pan the camera over so I can start a stack going on over here. So that being said, let me get to a book that I bought the other day that I was very excited over. So I actually went to Barnes & Noble, and fun fact, I don't have a Barnes & Noble in my entire county where I live. It's a travesty. But like not really, because like I worked in Barnes & Noble, so I've spent more time in Barnes & Noble than a normal human being because I worked there for like 6 years, so a huge portion of my soul probably, like Barnes & Noble is one of my horcruxes. Yeah? Does that make sense to you guys? But it had been a while. It had been a stressful week, so I took a drive over to a neighboring county to go to Barnes & Noble, and I just kind of browsed for a while. It was a sad Barnes & Noble. There were not many romance spicy books in stock, but there was true crime. So, this is a book that I've actually had on my TBR for a very long time. This is Chase Darkness with Me by Billy Jensen, and this I wanted to read because, long story short, Small Town Murder is my favorite podcast. My husband and I listen to it every single week, same with Crime and Sports, which is like their other true crime podcast, and we recently became like patrons of their Patreon and whatnot. And they did interview Billy Jensen in one of their, I think it's one of their bonus episodes. And it was really cool to listen to him, which led me to start listening to his stuff as well. This is how one true crime writer started solving murders. And it's also blurbed by Patton Oswalt, you know, like comedian, actor Patton Oswalt, because Patton Oswalt was married to Michelle McNamara, who wrote I'll Be Gone in the Dark, the Golden State Killer true crime book that happened right before he was caught, you know? But anyway, it does talk about a lot of, oh, I'll Be Gone in the Dark. There we go. Yeah, that's the title. So this follows Billy Jensen, who is a journalist. He's also like a true crime podcaster. He's deep into like the serial killer true crime world, right? Like a lot of us are at this point in our lives. He's basically been in this community and in this world for so long that he kind of was one of the first people who did like couch sleuthing, like being a couch PI, where he is going through and collecting all of the data from home. Like, he is not an actual investigator, he's not a detective, he doesn't work on any sort of crime units or anything, he's doing this from home, but he is so involved in the true crime world that he actually solves murders that went cold a long time ago. And this is basically his book talking about it. And like the little blurb says, like, have you ever wanted to solve a murder? Gather the clues that police overlooked, put together the pieces, identify the suspect. And it said he spent 17 years investigating unsolved murders for families of the victims. So basically, like, ever since I heard Jimmy and James on Small Town Murder interview Billy Jensen, and then I fell down the Billy Jensen rabbit hole, I've been wanting to read his book. So this is what his book is, which is very similar to this. It's a lot of couch sleuthing, right? Yeah. So I picked that up, which I was very excited to find in the store. And then I also picked up a book that I've wanted to read for a very long time. As you guys know, based on the books that are directly behind me, I'm a big fan of dark academia. We're going into the fall season, which is peak dark academia timing, yeah, and Black Chalk is up there as far as like top lists of dark academia books. Like if you like The Secret History or If We Were Villains, this is another one that's like up at the top of the list. This is by Christopher J. Yates. 1 game, 6 students, 5 survivors. So this one takes place at Oxford University, which, side note, I am so ridiculously excited for Babel, R.F. Kuang's new dark academia book that's coming out next year. It's next year. It kills me that it's not this year. But the author of The Poppy War, her next book is a really good, like, social, historical view of dark academia, and I'm so excited. It's next year, though, so this will tide me over. This is a very, very well-loved book in the genre, if you're into it. So, much like a lot of other dark academia books, it's going to be set at like a prestigious academy of some sort, academic setting, and usually something dark and nefarious happens, and you kind of get sucked into the dark minds of the intellectual students that are involved in the dark thing, right? Like, most of it's set at a college campus with some sort of like elite secret society of really snobby rich white kids. One of them gets murdered and they're all suspects. I feel like that's like the standard formula for dark academia, and I eat it up every single time. So this was just one that I was really excited to finally get a copy of. And next I got an amazing like publicity package from Berkeley. I adore Berkeley. Berkeley Romance is like my OG publisher that I love working with. And it was just 3 of like their best titles that have come out in like late summer, early fall season. The first one being one of my favorite books that I've read this entire year, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. If y'all haven't seen the buzz for this book, where have you been? This is probably going to make almost every romance reader's top list of the year. This book was so good. It's smart, it's funny, it's Grump and Sunshine, it's very STEM oriented, like we are following a graduate student and one of the like professors slash scientists who's very well renowned that works at her university, and it's their relationship and it's fake dating, and it was all of the tropes wrapped into one, and it was incredible and amazing. So if you haven't heard of this book, it's out now. You should read it. It's one of my favorite books of the year. Another hugely anticipated release of the year that I already read is The Heart Principle by Helen Huang. This is the 3rd book in the Kiss Quotient series. And this one is Quan Story, which I was very excited to read. I've been waiting anxiously for this book for many a year, much like a lot of you guys. But I did a reading vlog where I read this. This book is way heavier than the first 2. It's way heavier than the cover makes it seem. This touched on a lot of heavy topics. So I'm going to highly recommend looking into trigger warnings for this. Just a brief thing. It has a lot to do with just like family ties and finding your own identity within what your family thinks you should be, and also terminal illness. There's a lot of heavy themes in this book, but it was so good. It was really good. So that is a book that everybody was finally so excited to get their hands on. And then one that I haven't read yet, but I'm so excited for because I keep seeing a lot of people talk about it, is the new Karina Halley book, The Royals Next Door. This one sounds so good. So this one, I believe, okay, so it follows Piper Evans, who is an avid romance reader, an anonymous podcaster by night, and a school teacher by day. That sounds great right there. I'm already sold on the main character. But basically 2 royals move in next door to her. I think like a prince and a princess move in next door to her, and a really grumpy bodyguard. So we're getting Twisted Games vibes. If you guys have read Twisted Games, yes, maybe. So I'm getting like Grump and Sunshine vibes from this because it talks about how he's super hot, but he has a no-nonsense exterior, and it's just, he's not happy that she's there. And I'm into it. I am into it. So I think it's her relationship with the bodyguard of the royalty that moved in next door to her. And Karina Halley writes really fun characters. Like, her stories are fairly lighthearted. They do get really steamy, but they're usually just like really fun. Like, they make you smile the whole time you're reading them. So this is one that I haven't gotten to yet, but I'm so excited to read because I've been seeing a lot of my friends reading it and loving it. So that came from Berkeley. And the last book that I have to haul is one that I bought myself on a whim. I just wanted to support the industry, you know, and I got the fancy edition of The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is a book that I just kind of keep seeing pop up like on TikTok, and I've had it saved for a while. It sounds great, and they have these fancy limited edition covers on Amazon right now, and I was like, you know, says limited edition. That triggers my shopping brain, so I bought it. I have no regrets about it. I've heard amazing things. I've been wanting to read Lauren Asher for a really long time. She's just an author that has been on my list to get to. I'm doing it. This is a billionaire romance, but I think it's a guy who is essentially like a Walt Disney character. It's a billionaire who owns like amusement theme parks, and it's their romance. And by they, I mean him and a woman, Zara. It's Rowan and Zara. That sounds ideal, right? Like, okay, so billionaire romances, they're hit or miss for me. I love some of them, some very cheesy, very formulaic. You toss in the fact that it's essentially like a Disney World type of character. I don't know. It really sounds appealing to me that they're going to go like park hopping and fall in love, and he's going to be rich and it's going to be great, right? Yeah. I've also heard that he's a really good, like, broody hero. I'm excited to meet Rowan in this book, so I bought it. I bought it for myself. Okay, so that is all of the books. Let's get to a Hello Lovely package that I'm so excited to open for you guys. So this package has two things in it. First is a shirt. Big surprise. But I'm excited for this line that she came out with. Oh, it is embroidered. I forgot. I'm excited for this line that she came out with. It was a whole, like, university line for readers, specifically, obviously, romance readers. But it fits the dark academia vibe. It's very college-agey. I got a very simple one. This one is literally just a black t-shirt, and it has Bibliomania embroidered on the, like, pocket area. This is the first, like, embroidered shirt that I've gotten from them. I'm a big fan. Ooh, we had to change the battery. Is this a different camera angle? Don't know. But anyway, this is the Bibliomania very simple embroidered pocket shirt. But there is an entire line of, like, reader university type attire that is so cute, and it's so fitting for like this time of year, like going back to school and all of the things. For me, I interpret that as dark academia time, right? And also like college sports romances. That's where I hover in the fall season. So we have that shirt. Look how cute that is. And then this item. I got a blanket. This is a print that I have on a book sleeve somewhere. She made this into a book sleeve, I want to say last fall. And then she just released this beautiful print in a fleece blanket form. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, it's so soft. And I just couldn't resist it. My spooky heart could not pass this up. I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna need to back up. Hold on. Okay, I can't even pan out far enough to actually show this whole blanket to you, but it's the Bury Me Next to My TBR print that we got on a book sleeve a really long time ago. Look how cute this is. It's a little coffin bookshelf with a little skelly girl going on down there. Can y'all see it? Can you see it? Let me just, oh yeah, that's the stuff. That is the stuff right there. It's good times. Was this a necessary purchase? Absolutely it was. I will never not need comfort items because, like, look, it's me. Look how cute she is with her flowers and her stack of books next to her coffin bookcase, right? It's adorable, and I will be buried next to my TBR pile because it never ends. So this is in blanket form now, and it's like that really, really soft, silky, fleecy material, and I had to have it. I had to have it. The end. So that is going to conclude this book haul, plus goodies. Books plus goodie haul. But that is going to be it for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.